hope you're doing well. In today's video, I thought, as you can see by the title, I would do a makeup tutorial. Kind of just what products I use and the order I use them in. I hope you enjoy it. So I will be recreating this look with the shimmery green and yellow eyes. So hopefully you enjoy it. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. I hope you enjoy it. Let's get on into the video. So I'll say in advance that there are some techniques that I probably use that other people don't agree with. Like sometimes I might use my fingers instead of using a brush or beauty blenders. But I just feel that works for me and for my skin tone a bit more. My skin is a little bit, my pores are quite large, so sometimes using my fingers rather than a sponge works more. So yes, I know I do it a bit differently compared to everyone else, but that's how it works for me. So the first product that I use is a primer. So the primer I use is from Revlon. It's the Conceal and Fix. So this is what I use. It's a match fine primer and it's basically shine free with salicylic acid in, which is actually meant to be really good for like your spots and acne and all that. So this is what I use. So I use my fingers for this. So I generally do a couple of pumps, 2 or 3 on there, and then I just massage it into my face. I have actually got a mirror here as well, so if I'm not looking at the camera, it's because I'm looking over here. There we go. So I sometimes use this one, but I also, really random, one of my friends, Megan, actually suggested this to me. So also a good primer to use that is not expensive at all is just a sensitive Nivea Men's post shaving balm. So this is kind of, this is more of like a liquid, no gel, so I might put some on as well, but this kind of makes it go, when you put it on to begin with, it feels a little bit oily. However, when you then leave it to set for a bit, it goes very sticky and tacky, which is quite good because it holds your makeup on a little bit longer. So again, thank you Megan for telling me about this one. So the next thing I do now is I put my foundation on. So I have a various different foundations I use. I sometimes use one, or I might mix them all together and use all of them. So the first one I've got is this one from Nars. So this one is an all day and lightweight foundation. So this one again just comes with a little pump. So that is one I use. Another product I have is this one from Elf. Again, this is some oil-free one. My skin is known to be very oily, so always go for the oily-free ones and like the water-based ones more. So again, this is just part of this one's every day. I also have got this one from Tilbury. So this one I absolutely love at the moment. My skin really varies, so some days I can wear this one and then other days it just kind of goes really patchy. I don't know why, but yeah, some days I can wear this and sometimes I find it patchy. But again, with all of them, I kind of work around, I mix them together and see what is best. So this one is, this one is my favourite one. So this one is the NO7 and it's the Match Made. So in the shop it's really good. They come up to you and they will kind of scan your skin tone and find out what shade is best for you. So I have got the Warm Ivory. So that's the one that they've given me. I really recommend this. So you can, so it's just like a little drop thing. It's very small. However, I've had this for months and months, like probably like nearly a year to be honest, which I should get a new one. As well, so first you need to shake it and it does this like clicky thing, and then you add it to your moisturiser. So depending on how much coverage you want, so if you just want a light coverage, use your moisturiser, put your moisturiser in the back of your hand as normal, and then just put like 1 drop in, and basically the more drops you do, the more coverage. So I sometimes just drop it straight on my face and don't use my moisturiser with it as well, but it works either way. So this is the one that I will be using today. This is my favourite one. So what I tend to do is just drop a couple on my face, just kind of dot them around, and then I use this stippling brush, just one of these like foundation brushes, and mix it all in. So what I do is I just do this with this brush very, very quickly. I don't properly let it sink in yet. And then what I do, I then use a buffing brush, and then I go through the buffing brush and just kind of dab it all over to let it kind of blend in a bit more. So once I've roughly just blended that in, I then put on some concealer. So the concealer I use is this MAC 24 Hour Studio Fix. So just this one in the colour, so it's NC30 I use. So what I do is I just put this underneath my eyes. It's a little bit dark, I do need to get a lighter one. So just put a little dark triangle under my eyes and then on any spots as well, so a couple. Okay. And then again, I just buff this out again. I mix it between, I've got a buffing brush and I've also got a concealer brush. So I either, to get into the little corners, I just use the little one, but I mainly, again, just use the big one. So once the base of my foundation is done, I then use some contour sticks. So I have got a darker one here, which is from L'Oreal. So it's the Infallible Long Lasting Shape Stick. So this is what I use. I did have the light version of this as well, like a very, very pale nude colour. However, I have run out. So what I've done is I've just found this one from Primark. So this was only £3. So again, a very, very light colour to help contour, and then it comes with a little sponge on the end. I don't use a sponge, but it actually does work quite well. So for £3, I thought this is really, really good. So what I do is I just put, see, this is a product that people probably say that you do wrong, however everyone does it differently. This is just the way I do it. So what I do is I then do a line here, here, so this is all the lines that I do with the browner colour, dark colour, and then with the paler colour, I just put it in these places here. So once it's on, it looks like this, it looks really funny. And then again, I just use the, just the buffering brush again to spread it out. I love when people put like mascara and that on their face they make, you'll see in a minute, just the faces you make, a concentration face when you're doing your makeup is so funny. All my liquid foundation is done, I then put a powder on, because where I do get quite shiny, I feel like the powder kind of stops me getting out shiny throughout the day. So I again use two different powders. So the first one I use is this one from MAC. So this is just a medium shade. So yeah, first I just use this one. And then I do also have a translucent baking powder. So again, this one is just, you just put it in the powder to go in here. So I'll do that now. So when putting on the MAC powder, I've used just a general foundation brush. So this one is from Real Technique. So this one I use. And then when I put on the translucent baking powder, I use a beauty blender, just because I feel like it kind of gribs a bit more. And then what I do is just then buff it out with my normal brush. So I put this under my eyes here. And then a little bit here. And down here. These are the areas I find that get a little bit more oily, so that's where I generally try to put it. And then what I do is I let this sit on my face for about 5 minutes. Once I've then done this, I then brush it all off just with my normal foundation brush, just to blend it out a bit. And that is my powder foundation done. I now use a little bit of bronzer, so I am using the MAC foundation one. So this is the Refined Golden, so it's in this kind of Hawaiian looking packet. Again, I don't put a lot of this on just because I don't want to look too brown. So again, all I do is just brush it around here. So it just brings a little bit of a colour to my face, but I don't want to be too dark with it on. Otherwise sometimes it looks a bit too stupid. So that is that done. And then the next product I then use is blusher. So yeah, I put some blusher on. Blusher, I'm not too sure what make this is because it's actually rubbed off the top. But so it's a little pink blusher, kind of this colour. I just use a angled fluffing brush. Put a little bit on and then sweep it across my cheekbones. The next thing I do is my eyebrows. So I use many different products. So I have just a pencil here from Rimmel, I think. Again, it's quite short, I need to get a new one with a little brush on it. So that's one, that's the main one I use, that I use daily. Another one I do have is this long wear brow cream. So this is the mid brown. So it looks like this. It's kind of a little bit jelly and creamy. This is only from Superdrug. This is Superdrug's own one, so I use that sometimes as well. I use this at the end I've done my brows. So it's a little, so it's the Brow Drama Sculpting Brow Mascara. So this is from Maybelline. So it's just like a little wand, and then you scrape it through your eyebrows just to give it a bit more definition. I use that. I generally tend to use the pencil first, and then I use this as well, which I will be doing today. The other product I use is this from Rimmel as well. So this is a kind of pen. I don't know if you can see it. It's not going to focus it. So it's a little pen, but it's got like little bristles on it. No, where is it? This I bought a while ago. However, this is a brown colour, and when you actually use it, it comes out more red. So I'm not a big fan of this one. So I will be using the pencil and the brown mascara as well today. I prefer my eyebrows to be darker than my hair because my roots are actually quite dark. My natural is a little bit darker. So I prefer my eyebrows darker. So that's what I'm doing. So once I've got like a rough shape of them, I then use this concealer. So this concealer is from L'Oreal and it's just Perfect Match. So it's a light, kind of like a pale, very pale white colour. And I just go around the edge of my eyebrows to get a little bit more shape. So it looks like this looks a bit funny. And then I just use a beauty blender and then dab it all out. Right, once I've done that, I then go over it with the brown mascara and just give a bit more definition as well. So once I've then done my eyebrows, I then go on to doing my eyes. So I use lots of different palettes. So my favourite ones are, I've got most of the Naked palette. So I've got the Naked Cherry. So these come in like very pinky colours. See that? I also use the Naked Urban Decay Smoky as well. So this one comes with some like goldy bronzy colours here, and then it kind of gets a bit darker this way. These ones are all the matte ones, and then we've got shiny ones here. I also use the Naked Urban Decay Heat. So this one is more of like the red and oranges. So I love this colour. These colours are so pretty. But my favourite one, and the one that I will be using today, is this one from e.l.f. So this one is called Earth and Ocean. So it comes with these green, blue and kind of earthy tone colours. So I'll be using the green and yellows today. So the first one I use is this one here called Desert Storm. So this is kind of more of a base colour that I use. It's a little bit browny with a tinge of yellow in it. So I just go over my whole eyelid with this one to give it a base. Like that. The next colour that I will be using, so on my inner corner I'm going to be using these kind of yellowy colours and then going out to green. So first I will get a smaller brush, so I'll get a little corner brush like this and use this one called Sun Yourself. So this I will do in the inner corner of my eyes. I really love these. These are so, you can see from here, very pigmented, which is great. I bring this down as well until the inner corner of my under eye as well. So once I've then done that, I then move over to the next colour, which is a bit more of a yellowy colour, a golden colour. So this one is called Gold Rush. So this one here, I just use that next in my eye, so going outwards a bit more. To begin with, at the moment it looks very rushed, but once I then blend it all out, it should look better, hopefully. Right, once I've done those ones as well, I then go on to this one called Sahara, so it's going a bit more greenier now. So this one at the top. This is the palette that I probably use the most, just because at the moment I'm loving the bold eyes rather than the bold lip. So I always tend to use this palette the most. And then lastly, the colour I use is, so is this one in the corner called Spurred Up here. So this is quite a dark green. I sometimes use this one or sometimes use this one. I might mix them together. So that one is Can't Keep It and Spurred Up. And then now that I've got it all on roughly, I then use a fluffy brush this side and blend it all out now. Okay. Once I have then done that, I then use my foundation brush again and then just brush away any mascara, any eyeshadow that may have fallen, just because I don't want that staying there. And then what I then do is curl my eyelashes. So the curler I use is this one from Primark. It comes with a little comb on it as well, which is quite good because as you pinch them together and you can brush them out. I don't generally try to use one mascara. I use different ones and I build up my eyelashes. So the first one I use is just a waterproof mascara because I find my eyelashes drop quite a lot and very easily. So using a waterproof mascara holds them for longer. So this one is just from Rimmel. So this is when I always make the really weird faces, so bear with. So once I have put like a base on, I then use, I've got two other mascaras that I generally try to use. The first one is a No7 Lash Impact Ultra, so it's quite a sparkly one. So I use this one, or I've got a mini version from No7 as well. It's called Lash Extender, so this one as well. My favourite one is this little one. So the next step I do is I put on a bit of highlight. So I just use this highlight from MAC. It's all crumbled up. So this is Beaming Blush. So it's a bit of a shiny, shimmery, rose gold, pinky colour. So I just use a fan brush and put it just here. So it's very, very strong. And then I put a bit on my nose and on my cupid's bow as well. The last step I then do is just wipe away any foundation that I have on my lips. And then I put on either a lip gloss or a lipstick. So generally when I do a bolder eye, I do a lip gloss. However, sometimes I do use lipsticks. The most common lipsticks I use are MAC products. I love the MAC range. I just think they're really, really good. But if I just want a gloss, I either use this one from e.l.f. So this is a lip plumping gloss. So it's just a kind of pale pink, or I just use this MAC gloss. So today I'm just going to be using the MAC one. There we go. So I do find that this MAC one can be quite sticky, so it does take a while to get used to it. However, at the moment I'm loving it. So this is good. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Again, I would like to state that I'm not a makeup artist. I just want to show you the way that I do my makeup because I just enjoy doing it. So hopefully you have enjoyed it too. Please smash a thumbs up and subscribe down below, please. I hope you have enjoyed it, and let me know if you'd like me to do some more looks as well. So like going out looks or my day look, or just like a neutral kind of colour look as well. So please write down in the comments below. Hopefully you enjoy, and thank you very much. Bye!